But the internet is watching. If you haven't read the book, is that Margaret Roth Spiegelman is the most fantastically awesome thing that's ever happened to Winter Park High School, that her next door neighbor is Q, who's a band geek who's not even in the band, that Q's two best friends are Ben, who thinks that the surest path to a girl's heart is to call her a honey bunny, and Radar, who is an African-American semi-professional editor of a website that's identical to Wikipedia. It's not called Wikipedia, and some people have asked me if that's because I was worried that Wikipedia was going to sue me. That is, of course, ridiculous. No one in all of human history has less standing to sue anyone for anything. I called it on Dictionary for fancy literary reasons. It contains all of the knowledge. Okay. They're over there in the cafeteria. Ben, who's desperate to have a prom date, is in a cafeteria with Q, and they're meeting Radar's girlfriend for the first time. I was thinking about how, oh no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Actually, that's not a bad place to start. I was thinking about how Radar's parents actually were in the Guinness Book of World Records when I noticed a pretty African-American girl with spiky little dreads standing above us. It took me a moment to realize that the girl was Angela, Radar's, I guess, girlfriend. Hi, she said to me. Hey, I said. I'd had classes with Angela and knew her a little, but we didn't say hello in the hallway or anything. I motioned for her to sit. She scooted a chair to the head of the table. I figure that you guys probably know Marcus better than anyone, she said, using Radar's real name. She leaned toward us, her elbows on the table. It's a crap job, but someone's got to do it, Ben answered. Do you think he's, like, embarrassed of me? Ben laughed. What? No. Technically, I added, you should be embarrassed of him. She rolled her eyes, smiling, a girl accustomed to compliments. But he's never, like, invited me to hang out with you, though. Oh, I said, that's because he's embarrassed of us. She laughed. You seem pretty normal. You've never seen Ben snort Sprite up his nose and then spit it out of his mouth, I said. But really, you wouldn't worry? I mean, we've been dating for 5 weeks and he's never even taken me to his house. Ben and I exchanged a knowing glance, and I scrunched up my face to suppress laughter. What? She asked. Nothing. I said, honestly, Angela, if he were forcing you to hang out with us and taking you to his house all the time, then it would definitely mean he did not like you. Are his parents weird? I struggled with how to answer that question honestly. No, they're cool. They're just kind of overprotective, I guess. Yeah, overprotective, Ben agreed a little too quickly. She smiled and then got up, saying she had to go say hi to someone before lunch was over. Ben waited until she was gone to say anything. That girl's awesome, Ben said. I know. I wonder if we can replace Radar with her. She's probably not good with computers, though. We need someone who's good at computers. By the way, nice call saying that Radar's folks are overprotective. Well, it's not my place to tell her, I said. I wonder how long till she gets to see the Team Radar residents in museums. The period was almost over, so Ben and I got up and put our trays onto the conveyor belt. The very same conveyor belt that Chuck Parson had thrown me onto freshman year, sending me into the terrifying netherworld of Winter Park's dishwashing core. We walked over to Radar's locker and were standing there when he raced up just after the first bell. We just dined with Angela, I said. Ben smirked at Radar and said, yeah, she wants to know why she's never been over to your house. Radar exhaled a long breath as he spun the combination to open his locker. He breathed for so long I thought he might pass out. Crap, he said finally. Are you embarrassed about something? Shut up, he said, poking his elbow into my gut. You live in a lovely home, I said. Seriously, bro, added Ben. She's a nice girl. I don't see why you can't introduce her to your parents and show her Casa Radar. By the way, I'm reading from my copy of the book that 1,400 Nerdfighters have signed. You will. You all have to sign it quickly, but yeah, we will. So this might get a little sketchy here for a minute, but I'm going to try. Okay. Radar threw his books into the locker and shut it. The din of conversation around us quieted just a bit as he turned his eyes toward the heavens and shouted, "It is not my fault that my parents own the world's largest collection of black Santas!" I heard Radar say the world's largest collection of black Santas probably 1,000 times in my life, and it never became any less funny to me. But he wasn't kidding. I remember the first time I visited, I was maybe 13. It was spring, many months past Christmas, and yet black Santas lined the windowsills. Paper cutouts of black Santas hung from the stairway banister.